Hello, hello, hello there, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. How are you today? I hope that all is well with you. I hope that things are going well for you. And I hope that you have been able to go out there and enjoy your garden. Why? Because this month of July is almost over. Yes, this month is over pretty much. We have a few more days. What? Today's the 26th, so 27, 28, 29. 30, 31, 5 more days left in the month of July. So, what is on your mind? What is it that you need to get done? What are some of the things that you wish to accomplish in this month of July? Well, it has been a very interesting month, this month of July. And I see also that we've had some warm days, we've had some rainy days, we've had all kinds of days. Hello, Sonia. Hello, Yami. How are you? I believe that was Yami. How are you today? Yami. Hi, Yami. Hi, Sonia. How are you? So good to have you join me. Yes, so good to have you join me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. Well, the days have been just going by. A bug was just crawling on me. The days have been just going by so quickly. You're doing well, Sonia? That's good. How's things down there in Texas? It must be hot for sure because right here in Boston, we are in the 90s. And so the temperature has risen and we're experiencing some warm days, but it's good. It's all good. There's no complaining here because soon we'll be back into the winter time and not feeling any of this warmth. It's so hot. Oh, wow, Sonia. Now, Sonia, is the heat different than how it was in California? Because it was hot in California too, where you were. But is this a different type of heat that you're experiencing here in Texas? It's humid. Oh, yes, it's humid, says Sonia. Oh, wow. So I guess in California it was dry heat, but now you have humid. Well, that's kind of hard. Yes, that the humidity is what makes you really feel the intensity of the heat. Yes. Well, well, I hope that you'll find a way to stay cool and, just enjoy what you can. So I'm glad you're with me here. Hey, Betty Johnson. Hey, y'all. We're sweltering here in Connecticut. You're trying to get used to it? Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say, but that must be on your mind. Yes. So, Betty, Jenny Johnson, what's on your mind? Yami, what's on your mind? Sonia, what's on your mind? Well, we know what's on Sonia's mind, the heat. Um, but I think all around the country, all around the world, there's something that's going on with climate and climate change and heat. And people are just trying to adjust to the changes in the weather cycle in their locale, right, in their zone. But right now, I have to say, yes, definitely the weather is on your mind, Yami. I have to say that things aren't too bad. I'm in the city, by the way. For those of you who are new to my channel, and may listen to it later on and you hear all these sirens and so forth. Well, here in I'm in the Boston area, I'm in the city, and I'm in a community within Boston, right? And so right down the street, not too far, a couple of blocks down, there is a fire station. Yeah, and so you will hear ambulances, you'll hear fire trucks, you'll hear all of that. And I think the police station's on the other side, but I have the fire station on this side. So you'll hear that occasionally. You hear the ambulance and the fire trucks and so forth. Hopefully, no one is experiencing a fire. Anytime I hear the fire trucks going down, I think about it and say, oh my God, I hope that whoever it is, that it's not a serious emergency, you know. But I could remember one time when I heard the fire trucks coming down, and then it started coming down my street, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I hope that nobody is experiencing a fire on my street. And then just a couple of houses down on the other side, that house was going up in flames. They had at least 3 or 4 fire trucks come, and but they were able to bring it down and to quench the fire and so forth. But it was very dramatic to know that could be so close. Hey, G Mama Grows, how are you? What's on your mind, G Mama? What's on your mind? We're talking a little bit about the weather and the heat. That is a lot on people's mind. The other thing that is on my mind is the fact that this is the end of the month. We have 5 more days left in July, and then we're going to be into August. So what's on your mind, G Mama? What's on your mind? G Mama Grows. How is your garden growing? What do you want to do next? I was looking at some of our friends on YouTube, our gardening friends, and I think it was Rachel, and she was saying, well, these are the things that I want to start to plant for fall. See, these are some of the seeds that I'm starting to think about planting for fall. Betty Johnson says this. She says, trying to decide if I can get in my garden this week. So much rain and flooding. Now this heat. Yes. Oh, wow. That is a concern, getting in there. But what I try to do every morning is, even if it's raining, I would put on my raincoat and rain hat and some, weather boots, and I just go and walk my garden anyhow, just to walk through it and just to see what is falling down, what is still up, what is being deluged by water, because I have some pots that I put in planters, and there are no holes in the bottom. So then the water accumulates. So I have to take those pots out, make sure that they don't drown, pour out the water. Sometimes I keep the water if I know that it's not going to rain for a while, because that rainwater is so precious, especially when it's not raining. And just do a walk through. G Mama says, this summer is going to be so fast, going by so fast, I'm just getting started. I know what you mean, G Mama. It was a slow beginning, wasn't it? It was so cold in the beginning in our Zone 6 gardens. If you're in Zone 6 and 5, unless you had a greenhouse or some form of way of starting plants indoors, it was very, very slow go. It's time to start fall stuff already. Yes, G Mama Grows, you're right. Especially if you're a fall, if you want to continue to harvest even deep into the fall, you've got to start thinking about that, gathering your seeds together, finding a location, and doing all of that. I think that this season has gone by so quickly. But look, I finally, my annuals that I spent so much energy in growing and planting by seed have actually matured and is now flowering. Isn't this fantastic? Hey, Deborah. Hey, Deborah Theodore, how are you? Good afternoon, everyone. So good to have you join us. Yes, Betty Johnson. Yeah, she's talking about the rain. G-Mom was talking about the rain and all of that. Yeah, so, I grew amaranth seeds. I got these seeds. Remember when I went in the fall, in February, actually, and I had bought those seeds from the Burpee seeds from Ocean Job Lot, the discount store. They had those 40% off on the burpee seeds. And one of the seeds I bought was the amaranth. And I started this amaranth plant through the bottle, the winter sowing method. And the little seedlings came up. I just took the whole um, container of plants and I just put them in the ground. I said, well, whatever happens, happens. Oh, an ant was on my foot. And I just put, because I know they grow tall. So what I did was I put one of those decorated tomato cages, the ones with the colorful design, and I put it around it, and they grew right up into it. And now they're hanging and trailing. They're so beautiful. Look at this. This is Love Lies Bleeding. Do you see that? And they're up there at the top of my front jewel garden, just hanging and draping over. It's such a statement, but it's filling up the space. And then also, these are my zinnia seeds, my Dollar Tree zinnia seeds. This is the Dollar Tree zinnia seeds, and they are the giants. I forget which kind this is. This is not the cactus. Yes, the ants are something else. Um, yeah, so the these are the giants, and this one is it's kind of hiding back here. This is the giant, but it's the cactus. Here's the cactus style. Now, isn't that beautiful? You know how hard it was for me to cut these zinnias? I cut them just for you all, so I could share them with you. Because they say that zinnias are cut and come again flowers. So I decided that I would cut it just for you all, hoping and looking forward to others coming. And I do see other buds coming, and so hopefully that will stimulate some more flowers to develop, and that it can really spread out, fill out. But isn't this beautiful? And this seems to be the color of my garden this year. This, and I think this is the color. I think this is the color of the year. This fuchsia, pink, hot pink. I think it's the color of the year. Hey, G Mama Grouse. I mean, Gardens Are Me, Bev. How are you? Good evening, Miss Catherine, gardening friends. Good evening, Bev. Gardens Are Me is here. Yay, Bev is here. I'm so happy. You don't know. You guys do make me so happy when you all come and show up. You don't know how sometimes I'm like, man, should I go? Should I? And then I say, I promised these people. I made this request. I said I'm going to be here. And if I don't show up, that's not a good thing. So I try to make sure that I show up for you all. And I'm in the house, Lo. Oh, are you hot? So that, it seems to be a big thing. What's on your mind? A lot of people are experiencing heat. Are you experiencing heat too, Beverly? Is that why you're in the house? Because it's too hot outside? Right here in the Boston area, it's like 88 or something like that. It's kind of cool. And then I'm on the back side. The sun is on the other side of the house, so the house is providing shade here on the deck. And then there is because of the trees, how my garden is set up with the trees all around, there is a breeze. It's a nice mild breeze, so it is pleasant, and I don't mind being out here. It's been in 100 degrees for a few weeks, Sonia. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh wow. Yes, so you're gonna have to do a lot of indoor activities, huh? A lot of indoor things, and make sure that your air conditioning and everything is working out. You're in the house keeping cool, Beverly? Yes. So what are you all doing while you're in the house? What kind of gardening things are you doing? Are you just looking out the window and looking at your garden? Or are you starting seeds, or are you cooking, or what are you doing to keep that? Um, you know what, Sonia? You know why I'm laughing about that? Because that's what I do. I don't have a weather problem like you all with the 100 degrees and so forth. I just pulled it back so you could see the bouquet a little bit better. Isn't that pretty? I think I like my own bouquet. Watching you. Ah! That's a good thing, man. Garden sent me, says she's in the house. She's watching me. Oh, that's cool. Well, it's not a bad thing after all. I'm glad that I could come here and be here and provide you with some beauty in the flowers, in the plants here, and keep you company while you meditate and think about your gardens. Well, I hope you're getting some joy being here with me. Is it a joyful experience? I was able to cut some gladiolas for a small bouquet. Good. That's good, Bev. Yeah. Deborah says, my garden is slowing up and I'm staying in the house because of the heat. We have humid weather. Yeah. That seems to be the key with things happening with the weather, that it's not just hot, but it's also humid. And I think it's the humidity that is the culprit, not so much the heat. Because if it's a dry heat, then you don't feel like you're sweltering. But with the humid heat, that to me is when it just seems like you're in a tropical environment, and you're just hot. It's just hot. And then 100 degrees. Oh my. That is hot. That is hot. So we have a lot on our mind here. Crocheting and watching gardening podcasts. Yes, indeed. I always enjoy my time here. That's good, G Mama. G Mama, I'm missing your lives. I don't know why. I see when you advertise them, and then somehow I don't recall, and I miss them. But I haven't the intention to catch you on a live. I do. I do. So I do appreciate the fact that um, you're there. Sonia says, I've been writing in my intentional garden journal, planning my new garden. Yay, Sonia. You know what? That's what I did. I did pull out my garden journal today because I was saying, what's on my mind? This is the end of July here, and what was it that we wanted to get done? What is it that we want to do? Where were we? Reflecting on July. What was it that we wanted to get done? What is happening right now? And where are we going? What is next? And just kind of looking through it. I said that I wanted to, for summer, I'm just looking here, my little notes and everything. I said here, for summer, I wanted, what areas do I want to change in the garden? And for July, it worked out. I actually was able to do that. And I don't know if you've been watching my videos, my garden tours, but I have this in the front garden, in the area that I call my urban English cottage style garden. I planted sunflower seeds there from, guess where? Guess where those sunflower seeds came from? You know. Yes, you do. Come on, somebody put it in the chat. Where did us? They came from a packet of seeds from the. Come on, somebody, fill in the blank. No worries, I miss a lot of lives too. Life happens and gardening needs tending. Yes, that's true. I planted some sunflower. Thank you, G Mama, for that dollar store. Thank you, Yummy. Yummy's following along. Yes. So I planted the seeds in, and only one dollar 1.25 cent store, Lord. Yes, you guys got it. Anyway, so I planted the seeds in. Yup, that's exactly what it was, right, G Mama Grows. Anyway, out of the seeds that they gave me for the sunflowers, only one sunflower stalk came up. And I'm like, but what is this? How come, what happened to the rest of the sunflowers? But I'm so glad that that one particular one came up, because when it came up, first it had one flower stem, right? One flower. But then it started developing multiple flower heads. So right now, it's one of those sunflowers that has multiple flowers. Hey Sharon, thank you. Hi Sharon. Sharon's my family all the way in the islands. How are you doing, my sweetness? So good to see you. Yeah, this is my other channel. You found me. So good. Tell everybody I say hello. And so I have that one flower. I have that one flower, that one sunflower, right? One sunflower, and there it has all of the different flower heads. It got like 10 different flower heads now. So it's so beautiful. Yes, Deborah, the $1.25 store. Exactly. And I am so happy. I don't care if the rest of the sunflowers don't show up. That one did, and it is looking so beautiful. So I have been taking video of it. I actually have to release a video. I'm going to put a video out because it's on the phone here of that so that you can see it. And it is so beautiful. And then the bee balm is open, is there. It's bright, it's beautiful. The zinnias are now open, and a lot of things are coming up. So I ended up designing. My point is this: is that I had written in my journal, the Intentional Garden Journal for 2023, Moments to Dream Again. I had written here, I want to rearrange the front garden cottage area and cut back the tulips and the alliums. At the time in the spring, that was what was there. I wanted to mend the soil and add plants, okra starts, to put the okra starts in there, and the zinnias and other cut flowers. And I was able to do just that. It just made me so happy because, Sonia, this is for you. I wrote it down in the journal. I planned it out. And then I went and I did the work. I started the seeds. I actually, with those seeds in the front, the zinnias in that front garden, I direct sowed them in the ground. I direct sowed them in the ground, along with that sunflower. And I have a tomato on one of the tomato plants I succession planted. Oh, good. That's good, Deborah. And I also had planted the okra that I started from seed. I planted them and I put them in the ground. And at one point it looked like bugs were eating the leaves, but now they're gaining some strength and they're looking like they're gonna grow up and be really good and fill out that space. And I should have okra by the end of the season. I'll be harvesting okra. Isn't that exciting? That's exciting to me. You know why it's exciting to me? Because I've always thought of okra as a southern plant, something that people who have a long growing season can grow okra. But now I realize that I too, yes, Sonia, I celebrated. I believe, but now too, I can grow okra as well. And so the thing is that I might not have a lot of okra, but I planted 6 plants there. So if even if I get one or two okra pods, that would be great. And you know why I like that? Because I had planted okra before, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like the taste. Because the okra in the bags, I usually buy frozen okra if I'm going to buy okra. It doesn't have any taste or flavor. Your okra is flowering right now. Yay, G Mama. That's the other reason why I like the okra plant. Yes, because the flower reminds me of the hibiscus. The okra plant's flower is like the hibiscus flower. And I said it would be, even if I don't get any okra, if I can get some okra flowers, that it will fit right in there with my cut garden. It will fit in with my cottage garden because a cottage garden also has a smorgasbord of different things. It has um, those flowers and annuals, perennials, shrubs, herbs, everything, right? Vegetables all in one and tightly packed. So I'm so happy to have my okra in the space and having it grow. And I just can't wait, like you, Gee Mama Girls. I can't wait for mine to flower too. But you know what else I got up there? I got eggplant. I love the eggplant flower. It's like this purple. It's a light lilac-y purple, a little lighter than that. Um, that's more fuchsia-y. And it is flowering. So I know I will have eggplant soon growing up there as well. And there's just a lot growing there. There I have the eggplant flower is beautiful. Yes. Yes, Sonia. It is beautiful. It is. I even love the structure and the leaves and everything. And they're all just kind of growing in there in a compact way, but it's filling out. So my point is that in my reflections for July's reflections, when I look at my garden, when I look at that front garden, my urban cottage style, English cottage style garden in the front, with my big beautiful sunflower, with all of its different flower heads, with the zinnias underneath it. And then up and coming is my okra and eggplant. And then I have at the bottom there at the base, because it's like tiered, at the bottom I have nasturtiums, and the nasturtium color is more like this orangey, yellowy color with the kind of same kind of leaf color as this, kind of like this kind of green color. It's variegated. And then I have, you remember we talked about herb garden? Well, I did get those seeds. And I got those seeds from Baker Creek. And my dragon head balm is flowering, these little purple flowers. It's like lavender purple flowers. And they look so good with this here. And they're all growing together. Oh, thank you, Val. Thank you. Yes. I was wondering to myself, what can I put together as a bouquet? And I was wondering, well, what is in flower? I got you all kind of late. Um, Usually, when I start thinking about what I'm going to talk about and prepping myself to come on with you all, I usually start um, at least an hour ahead of time. But I got distracted and I had like 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes to get everything together. And I said, I cannot come on without a bouquet from the garden. And then I remembered that I saw my zinnias and I really wanted to share them with you all. The thing with zinnias is it's good to cut and come again, to cut them now, cut these off, because now that's going to stimulate growth for more zinnias to flower. And then I'll have zinnias throughout the season. And now the zinnias are branching out too. That will encourage them to branch out and to produce even more flowers so that it'll look more fuller. But you know how hard it was for me to cut these? Very difficult, very difficult. But I said, I'm going to cut them for you all, my gardening friends. I decided I needed to cut them for you. And then this is taking over in the front garden. This is Love Lies Bleeding, amaranth. Amaranth. Love Lies Bleeding. And it is looking so good. I needed to cut it back. So I said, yes, I will get some of that as well and show you all the beauty of it up close. And so I'm glad that you appreciate it. It makes me happy. And my hair is growing. I had it pulled back, and I said, I'm going to pull it out just for you, Bev. I pulled out my hair just for you. And it's growing. It's growing. It's gaining length in the back. And it's getting more healthy. And I'm just trying to keep up with it. But it's doing good. You know what? I've been getting a lot of zucchini. That's the other thing I want to talk about. Zucchini. Zucchini, zucchini, zucchini. I have been eating and zucchini, drinking and juicing zucchini. You appreciate that? Yes, yes. So I had to doll up just for you because I had to pull back. And I said, oh, what am I going to do? I said, I can't look so tacky. I got to spruce up just for Bev, just in case she comes on, so that she can appreciate my hair. I think that's why my hair is doing so well, because it wants me to look good. Oh. Deborah asks, is anyone eating the flowers from your squash plants? No, your hair looks nice. Thank you, Sharon. Deborah wants to know if anyone's eating the squash. No, I haven't been, but I see them. They are growing very, very much. I have a lot, you know, all those squash seeds, the winter squash and all of them, pumpkins and so forth. They are sprawling all over. And I keep forgetting that squash plants are going to take up a lot of space. Shan's Bow, how are you? Shan's Bow, hey, good to have you come and join us. We're talking about these squash plants. How many of you are growing squash seeds? Any of you that I gave squash seeds to, winter squash seeds to, are they growing? Your patty pans and so forth? My patty pan plants are just trailing all through the garden. I have pumpkins that are growing. I don't know. You know what has happened to my my pumpkins? I have a pumpkin plant that is growing, and the pumpkin looked like it was starting to develop, and then all of a sudden it just got soft and it just turned yellow and it's fallen off. Has that happened to any of you all? I don't know what's happened with that plant, but I do have one particular pumpkin that is developing and getting larger, and it's encouraging. I'm so excited to see it grow in the garden. It's getting big, so that is exciting to see that. And I see them trailing all over the place, and I'm hoping that I will have a lot of pumpkins and butternut squash and patty pans. You know I love my winter squash. Now, with any that I had given seeds to, or sent you seeds, did you plant them? Have you planted them? Did you have any success? Let me know. I think Thelma's not here, but Yankee's sister Homestead, she said she planted some of the seeds, the pumpkin seeds that I had given her, and that they're trailing also, and they're going over her arch. They're growing rapidly. So that's something to look forward to seeing as well. Yeah. All right, so what else? What else is on your mind, people? What's up? I know I'm just talking and I want to hear what else is on your mind. So we talked about the weather, we talked about okra, we talked about tomatoes. Deborah says, I have a tomato on one of the tomato plants I succession planting. Now, how about you all? How are your tomatoes doing? Are they growing quickly? Are you getting tomatoes? I think Deborah's in a warmer zone than we are. She's in zone 8, I believe. I think, Deborah, you're in zone 8. Yeah. Shan's boat says a storm came and destroyed my Casablanca lilies. I know, baby. I know. I know how you feel. That's what happened to my Casablancas too. It was beautiful while they lasted. Yes, July is the month for lilies, and I have to say that before the rains, the lilies really showed up so beautifully in my garden too. Those Casablanca lilies were the tallest, the brightest, the most beautiful. Yes, it was a great month for lilies. Oh my! And then I had the stargazer lilies showed up this year that I had planted, and each year I've been looking and looking. Like 3 years ago, I planted the stargazer lilies, and this year, at least two of the bulbs bloomed, and it's beautiful. I'm so happy. It's inspiring me to plant some more stargazer lilies. Yes, yours were gorgeous. I'm planting stargazers this fall. Yeah, Shannon's bow. I'm gonna do the same thing. Some more. I gotta find them. I hope Costco has them, cause that's where I got them last time. And then I have another kind of lily too. It's not a stargazer, but it's in the same family of oriental lilies. I think it's Moscatos, Moscatus, or something like that. And it showed up so tall and beautiful as well. And then I'm going to show you all very slow. Was very slow. Oh, Garden Zemi says, I don't like watermelon, but I happened to watch Homestead Heart do a taste testing on the watermelons that they grew, and they look so amazing that I'm about to try some next year. God willing. Very slow. Yes! I saw that too. I saw the Homestead Hearts watermelon test tasting. You guys got to check that out. If you have not subscribed to Homestead Heart, you need to subscribe to them. They are such a beautiful couple, and she's got this. I actually saw her when she first started. It was very rough for her down there, and but they've got it together. They pulled it together, and they have a thriving channel. Yes. Oh, I loved all of the different. Remember she talked about a strawberry watermelon? That was looking so good. Oh yes, the strawberry watermelon. I could imagine how that tasted. It just looked so good. And then the other one, it was that was very watery, but it looked so good. It was like a golden color watermelon. So, yeah, that one cool you all off. Yes, it sounds delicious. Yes, Homestead Heart watermelon. Um, you could, I think, if you just put it in the search, it will come up. It would just inspire you. And then they're both so funny. They're such a great little couple. Not great little, but a great couple. And just down home people. Yes, that strawberry one looks so good. Yes, it did, Bev. And then they also did some other tours of their harvest that I saw when they were harvesting corn. That was interesting also. They harvest corn, and they were just going through and showing us their different beds. Um, and I remember when she discovered cardboard. Yeah, when she started planting using the cardboard method, um, and she just went and got a whole lot of cardboard and started layering it and so forth and growing. So they've come a long way in their planting style. They're in the South, and now they use the what do they call it? The weed killing thing, the weed cloth. Yeah, and they cover it and then make holes and plant the plants in it and so forth. They decided to settle on that method with raised beds. But it's really nice. And then they have a lot of different, because they're a homestead, they have chickens and, dogs and all of that. Farm life. Farm life. Oh, it's different from my city life. But so it's good to watch. I said, I don't know if I can deal with the chickens and all of that because I'm a city girl. But definitely, they are a pleasure to watch. So I encourage you to join them. And what else? Yeah. So have you all been? I don't have any. I actually one tomato. I picked two tomatoes, two little small sun gold tomatoes. The sun, sun gold colored tomatoes. They're small. I think that's the name of it. The small ones. They're like sweet 100s. That was the first one to ripen, and I gave it to my husband. And I said, honey, taste this. And he tasted the sun golden tomato. And he said, wow, that tastes really good. At first he looked at me, are you sure that's right? Because that's the wrong color. It's not red. It was like this color, golden color. I said, that's the name of it. So he tasted and he says, this tastes good. So it's always good to try new things. And my tomatoes are slow going. I find, like G Mama was saying, that it's been slow going with the harvesting and so forth. All right, what's on your mind? I feel like I'm just doing all the talking and nobody's doing any chatting. Come on, let's get some things in the chat. What's happening? What's on your mind in the chat? How are things going? What are you thinking about? What are you looking forward to in August? What have you been harvesting? Betty Johnson, are you there? Come on, let's get some chat going on here. It's boring. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Come on, wake up, chat people. Are you planting new things for the fall? Okay, thank you, Shansvo. um, well, to tell you the truth, I am going to be going away in August. I'm still waiting for tomatoes to ripen. Me too. I'm going away in August, so um, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with that. I'll be back in time, though, I think, to start to think about planting some things for fall. Because the weather, it'll be warm. You're still there, Betty? That's good. See, and check it up on you, Betty. You are good. You're very good. Um, let's see. So I think that I'm going, if anything, I will grow kale, because last time when we met, I showed the kale seeds that I had saved. And so I started to plant out. I actually put some of the seeds in some little pots here, 4-inch pots that I have here that still has some dirt in them. And I'm starting to see some growth. They have actually germinated really quickly. So what I'm hoping is that they will grow, and then what I need to do is to clear out also some space where I have my kitchen garden area, that area where um, the kale and the collards and cabbage are, and plant some fresh seed there. So that's what I'm hoping to do. And they may even self-sow on their own, because right over in that area, I have the kale, and I allowed it to go to seed. So I am thinking that they have self-sown, that I might end up having some kale from them just sowing themselves there. But that's what I'm thinking of doing, because I did really enjoy the kale, and kale is a good cool weather crop. I also may sow some beets to see if they will grow as well. Um, right now, I have the cucumbers up there in that area, and I have the snap beans. Oh my! Any of you have grown snap peas, snap beans, snap peas? Oh, they are delicious. The fresh snap peas. Every time I go out to the garden now, in the mornings, I stop at that garden spot and I just pick the snap peas, and they are so crunchy, so full of water. They're sweet, especially when you allow the peas to develop a little bit. And so I've been snacking on them while I'm looking at everything and pulling things. Yeah, they're amazing. I love snap peas. Oh, it's just so refreshing. It's now becoming like the taste of summer for me, the snap peas, because it's such a beautiful taste. It's so fresh. Well, they're about to die out, and so I'm enjoying the last of them, and then I'm going to pull them out, and that's where I think I'm going to plant my kale, because that's the other thing, finding space for new things. I need to that area. I need to actually pull out and reorganize. Now that's another thing. Um, to keep the succession of growth and things growing in your garden, you're going to have to decide to pull out the things that are finished and then plant in new things, create new areas. Hey, Vintage Gardener. Hi, Brooke. How are you? Good to see you. So I think that's what I need to do. I need to find those things that are coming out of bloom and harvest them and pull them out, and then plant in new things for fall. Yeah, I know that was a lot. I'm thinking out loud with you all, of my thoughts of what I want to do. But that's what I've been thinking about doing. Actually today while I was out there in the garden, I was thinking about what do I need to pull and what do I need to cut back. And my bee balm is starting to fade away too. So and it's starting to get, what is that? Powdery mildew. So I need to cut them down before it spreads in the garden. So Betty Johnson says, I have watermelon and beans to transplant this weekend. Looking forward to a fall garden. My bed covers from Gardener Supply will keep vegetables going until Thanksgiving. I may overwinter greens. Wow. Now, Betty Johnson has a plan. Betty Johnson, she's planning. Betty, did you get one of my journals? I think you got one of my journals. Did you get one of my journals? Did you get one? Yeah, but I think you have taken it to the next level with that planning. I love it. Ooh, Betty. Yes, let me read what Betty said again. I have watermelon and beans to transplant this weekend. Looking forward to a fall garden. Well, you can get Shan's about you. They're on Amazon. It's on Amazon. You can go to my website, Catherine's Garden Home, lws.weebly.com, and it will come up. It doesn't. I have two different covers. I have this one, and then I have the other cover. And all you have to do is press on the other one, but it's the same one. The title is the 2023 one, Intentional Garden, and then it's right there on Amazon. It's my own original journal that I created, and this one's last year's. This was the first one. My Intentional Garden Journal for 2022, and we went through it. This was the first one, and then I updated it. And these are the pick on this one. I like this one. Okay, thank you. I love journaling. I'm excited to get them both. Well, this was last year's 22, and this is this year's 23. And then I have to create 24. You're making me think about the next one, the Intentional Garden Journal for 2024. Um, and in it, it's a journal. So it is you writing in your journal and you planning and writing and putting your goals down and making it your own. But it just gives you, okay, I'll get 2023. Yes, you want to get 2023. Yeah, and this one here, this is my Eden Climate Rose that I used as the cover, and I'm so glad I did because the rose died back. Remember that, people? Oh, my rose died back. So June was a very interesting month for me because I was so used to featuring this rose in June. Um, so I'm so glad I put it on the cover just to remind me of this. Um, Moments to dream again. And it's amazing because this year I had to dream again because I didn't have my rose bush. Right now, like behind here on my balcony, I would have had my rose bush. You have one, Sonia, yes. I would have had my rose bushes hanging over with roses and so forth. It's so beautiful. But this year I had to cut it back. I had no roses. So I had to look at the garden a different way and start to dream again a different way with the garden. And so it's just my little planner, but I'm so glad that you can use the planner to help you to organize and think about what you want to do. And then a lot of it, there's space in the back for you to take notes. Another good thing is to, if you have a printer, to print out your pictures and put them in, especially later on in reflecting. That's what I ended up doing here in my journal. But I created it for you all. Like this is last year's journal. This is last year's when I had the cannas, and the cannas are coming up now. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my batteries. I forgot to charge my battery, so I won't be with you all long. But and look at here, the seasonal journal. This is last year's vegetable garden patch that I had planned. So I had put pictures in here from last year. So when I look at this, I see, and this is actually, this one has the watermelon seeds. That was my watermelon starts last year. But they didn't come to much. But I just like to see how, just the beginning of the journey there. And then I have here pictures of the fall season and the winter in this journal. But you can put your own pictures in, and you can create your own journal. And I recommend that some people store their pictures on Instagram, and like Brooke has a very good Instagram page, and she takes a lot of good pictures of the different vintage plants that she's purchased on her Instagram page. So I would, this is a plug for you, Brooke, that if you have an Instagram account, look Brooke up. That is Vintage Gardener. Vintage Gardener NJ. And subscribe to her, follow her on Instagram. She loves to show her flowers on Instagram, but then with YouTube, she's so excited that she goes so fast you don't get to see it as much. I want you to slow down and let us see the beautiful garden that she has. And she has a beautiful fountain. Do your garden journal. I love seeing others' ideas and beautiful bounty. Thank you. You do journal. Good. Sonia says, I have to follow Vintage Gardener on Instagram. Yes, you do. Whew, I feel hot all of a sudden. Yeah, follow her on Instagram. She's really good on Instagram. She has she takes pictures. Well, my point, the reason why I was bringing up Instagram is because some people like to save pictures, and you can see the progression of your garden on Instagram so that you can go back and see what your garden looks like. So that's one way of tracking and following your garden. But it's also good just in case something happens on Instagram or you can't find that particular picture, to maybe print it out and put it in your journal. Put it in the journal so that you can go back and see what your garden looked like at that particular season. So that is it. What else is on your mind before we wrap up? I am hot. I am going to make myself some iced tea. Whew, it is hot all of a sudden. It just got hot. It just the breeze just stopped. And it's just like the heat just rose. Ooh, I feel it now. Grow, 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 grow together. Yes. It's time for us to wrap this thing up. Sonia's saying, wrap it up, wrap it up. When you see that, everybody, when you see Sonia's grow, 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 grow together, the Catherine's garden at home, that it's time to wrap up. I have been enjoying my mint iced tea. That's good. That's good. Any last words before we wrap up? Come on. So, what else is on your mind before I give you 5 more minutes? What else do you all have on your mind? What else are you planning? What else are you coming up? The vintage garden, yes, yeah, she's really good, and she's a great gardener. I mean, I think Brooke has some really great ideas, and she's pulling it all together. She's just has a lot on her plate, but she enjoys the garden. I'm sure that's the same for all of us. Those of you um, who are waiting for the heat to pass, remember this too shall pass. Those of you who are dealing with the rain and the flooding, know that this too shall pass. Those of you who are waiting for your plants to grow, remember that this too shall pass, that it will grow. You will get a bounty, a harvest. And don't deny yourself of the small blessings too, the little things. Some things may not be as bountiful as you anticipated it will be, but enjoy the moments. Enjoy the small harvest. Enjoy the firsts in your garden. That's the other thing that I found, that this year I've really enjoyed the first bloom, the first zinnia that bloomed, the first seedling that came up, the first lily, Casablanca lily that opened, my first Madonna lily that just opened, my first co- what is that called? My other plant that I have there, my majestic canna that just opened and flowered for me. This beautiful color like this. You know, the first in your garden as you walk through, look for it. Walk through it with anticipation. What is new? What is there? And that will keep your garden fresh. That will keep your desire to garden up. That will keep you inspired. That will keep you inspired to come and join me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together at Catherine's Garden and Home. G Mama, you still there? G Mama grows, grow, 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 grow together. Yummy grows, grow, 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 grow together. Brooke grows, grow, 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 grow together. Sonia is planting a beautiful garden. Grow, 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 grow together. Shans grows, Shansbo grows, grow, 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 grow together. My Sharon grows all the way in the tropics. Grow, 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 grow together. Deborah Theodore is growing her tomatoes. Grow, 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 grow together. As Bev sips her mint iced tea. Grow, 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 grow together. In Catherine's Garden and Home. That's right. In Catherine's Garden and Home. Yummy is growing. Yummy is growing. Yummy. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's Garden at Home. And for those of you who usually watch and who are going to watch the replay, So Auntie Ellen watches the replays. Hey, Auntie Ellen. And Rachel watches also. Brampton Garden Grow, 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 Grow together. And Thelma, Yankee Sister, Homestead. Yes, all of those. Monica, where are you? How you doing? Haven't seen you in the live for a while. Hope all is well with you. And Chloe and Rambo. Hallelujah. All of my wonderful people. Catherine's Garden and Home. That's right. Catherine's Garden and Home. Uh-huh. Catherine's Garden and Home. You tell them it's Catherine's Garden and Home. Yeah, yeah. Catherine's Garden and oh, 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 oh. I love this bouquet. The more that I see it, the more that I love it. Well, go ahead and pick yourself some flowers. If you have some flowers, and bring them in, bring the garden inside while you wait for the heat to go away. Yeah, and have a good um, August. So I think I might see you in August, right? Next week is August, the first week in August. So we say goodbye to July, July reflections, and we say hello to August. My dahlias are blooming. That's good, Shans, Bo. I didn't plant any dahlias this year, but I'm glad that you did, and I hope that they do well. Stay blessed, garden family, says Sonia, and with a lot of hearts, and I agree with her 100%. Thank you, Sonia, for moderating. Thank you all for coming and joining me one more time. And we bless this month. Thank you all. See you next week. Yes. Have a blessed week, everyone, says Beverly, Yami, Shans. Yes, sending off good tidings to everybody. Yeah, and thank you. Brampton Gardner, we're just talking about you, girl. How you doing? We're about to end, but I did mention you, missed you. Yeah, I'm glad I held on a little bit there for you so that we can say hello. And I see that you're talking about fall gardening. Yes, that was on our mind too as well, planting for the fall. G Mama Grows, have a great afternoon. I'm good. Sorry I'm late. I was on the phone with Mom. Well, I hope all is well with you, and I hope all is well with Mom. And you are inspiring, yes, because you're making us think about what's next about fall gardening. So if you didn't watch Brampton Gardener's last video, check her out. She has a great channel too, and she is an avid gardener, and she loves the experience. She loves to experience the garden. Yep, she's fine. I call her every day. Thank you. You're welcome, Brampton. Rachel is her name. Peace to all. So see you next month. Yes, and we bless this month that is past July, the rest of it. And we look forward to August. We bless the month of August and look forward to our harvest. And I look forward to seeing you all next month. Have a wonderful evening and take care. Bev, love you. Thank you for your encouragement. Have a good night, Deborah. Next month, wow, July has flown by. Yes, it has. Have a great afternoon, everybody. If you have not given me a like, a thumbs up, hit that like button. And if you have not subscribed, subscribe to Catherine's Garden and Home and continue to be a part of this beautiful, wonderful gardening community where we grow, grow, grow together. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Good evening. Smash it. Smash the like button. This. Yes. Have a great day. Love you. Bye. Grow, 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 grow. Oh, those yes. Yes, amaranth. You encouraged me and my zinnias. You're such an, oh, by the way, my 4 o'clocks is if Brooke is still there. Brooke, my 4 o'clocks are opening up and they're about to blossom throughout. I'm so excited. I know you told me not to plant that they're a wild thing, but I hope they spread. I hope that they reseed in the garden And I'm hoping that they will join the my purple Perellas. Woohoo, love my 4 o'clocks. Yes, you inspire me too, Rachel. So I am now a 4 o'clock grower. And I'm looking forward to that spreading. I have 20 plants to pull. Yay! Yay! I'm encouraged. All right, they were smothering my peon. Well, we can't have them. We can't have them smothering the peonies. No, no. But I'm sure there's some of them that are in the right place. Yeah, that's one good thing about the garden. You have control. You can edit it and pull those thugs out. No thugs allowed. But 4 o'clocks are not thugs. They're just ambitious. All right. Have a good evening, everyone. Love you. Thank you so much for watching. It was fun. I'm glad that I made the effort, and I'm glad that you made the effort too to come and join me here at Catherine's Garden and Home. Have a great evening. Love you all. Bye.